Welcome to CTV News Your Canada. It's Monday, August 4th. We'll bring you profiles of fascinating Canadians and stories about your community. Thanks for watching.
Great Scott! Are you telling me you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The film Back to the Future debuted in 1985.
My dad showed me the movie when I was a kid. He was a huge fan.
I showed it to my children. I saw it in 1985 many times. Love the movie so much.
1955?
35 years later, the curtain first rose on the musical stage show in Manchester, England, before moving to Broadway.
I found out that someone was leaving the show, and so I called the director who I worked with before and was like, hey, I was wondering if I can get in.
I'll do like the Queen entrance.
Yes.
I've had many cars in my life. Long story, but this DeLorean is a one-of-a-kind. Only 6,681 of the luxury winged cars were ever sold. This is a replica, and even the actors admit the car is the star of the show. Lucas Hallower and David Josephsberg play Marty McFly and Doc Brown. Opening last week, the actors have settled into their run at the Ed Mirvish Theatre.
It's so nice to be here for 6 weeks and to be able to explore the city and see what Toronto's like. And so far, it's been beautiful.
Still, if Hallower looks like Michael J. Fox, the actor who created the role, it's no coincidence. He says it's a dream role.
It's absolutely daunting at times because, you know, it is so iconic, but I am thrilled to be able to do it and hear people's reactions to it. It's nice to know that he's so beloved by so many people.
Make sure we're careful. Let me sneak by you.
Okay.
Watch now. Make sure he's okay there.
Yes.
Okay, and then we put it right in here. And then the car gets started when you start driving to...
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Life on the road can be difficult, moving from city to city, sometimes week after week. But this stint in Toronto comes with an additional benefit.
Things are great. You know, in New York, when you work, you go to the show, and then you take the subway, and then you take care of the kids, and you take care of the dogs. And here you sort of just get to do self-care all day long if you want. You can go to the gym. You could do breath work, which I do all the time. You could meditate. And so I'm feeling good. I even taught breath work to the cast once.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to keep
He's doing
doing
classes for us.
Yeah.
It's very nice, very kind of him.
We got to keep healthy. We got to keep our bodies, our brains, all of it.
This is wild. Back to the Future is on stage until August 31st. Andrea Case, CTV News.
This is Laser, and this is one of his favorite days of the year.
Senior puppy male, 381.
Laser is one pooch in a crowded field at this weekend's Alberta Kennel Club's Summer Classic Dog Show.
We all believe our dogs are the best, so of course he is.
Laser is a good boy, but he'll have some stiff competition. There's Razzo in agility.
He's beautiful, he's full of life. I absolutely love this dog.
And Cash in obedience as soon as he gets up.
3 baths and blow dry and a lot of combing and just a little bit of scissoring to take some of the odd pairs of.
There's also competitors in scent detection and, of course,
to win a best in show is like winning the Olympics.
the main event will see just about every breed imaginable go nose to nose.
We have about 700 to 800 dogs entered there each day.
And about 1,200 spectators for the show's first public competition at the Okotoks Agricultural Society.
People just love dogs.
It's just exciting. I love it when I see the tents up and all the people, all the dogs. We get to see different breeds we don't normally see. It's just so much fun.
And believe it or not, for those hardened competitors, the dogs aren't the main draw.
Favorite part, it's the interaction with the exhibitors. You know, we share tips and tricks, and it's just a vacation, mini vacation too.
All the camaraderie that we have here, and it's just like fun.
The dog show runs literally until Monday evening. Tim Brooke, CTV News, Okotoks.
About 26 kilometers past those pelicans is Gimli, Manitoba, and that is the finish line for 61-year-old Jonathan Fenton's big swim.
So, planning to swim across Big Windy, aka Lake Winnipeg.
His plan is to launch from the shores of Grand Beach and swim approximately 10 hours across the lake. It's all part of what he's calling Johnny's Big Swim, a fundraiser for cancer research. Research, he says, has saved his life twice. Fenton was first diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma back in 1999 when doctors found a tumor the size of a football.
Had chemo for 6 months and just worked like a darn and had nothing for 20 years.
Then in 2019, doctors found another tumor, launching Fenton into another battle for his life. Johnny's big swim will officially mark 5.5 years of being cancer-free for the second time in his life.
It wouldn't have happened without the research. So I think we just got to keep going, go for the next breakthrough.
So far, this fundraiser has brought in $22,000 going towards Cancer Care Manitoba, as well as the Health Sciences Centre Foundation and the Alberta Cancer Foundation.
All three of those, they all played a part in the double cancer journey.
Fenton hopes his story will encourage others who are going through the same fight he did.
I just want to show, if an old geezer can get into the lake, I don't know if I'm going to make it, but at least try after 2 bouts of it, Hey, someone in their 20s, 30s, whatever, younger than me, maybe I'll be okay.
And so with his swim cap and goggles at the ready, Fenton is all set to take on this new challenge. Stroke after stroke, wave after wave. A challenge he hopes will help save lives. Danton Unger, CTV News, Victoria Beach.
From broken glass to stolen sweets.
It's unbelievable.
Mom's Bread and Pie Co. in downtown Kitchener is recovering after a break-in. It all unfolded just before 5 a.m. Wednesday. Owner Christy Bannon watched it unfold later on her security footage and couldn't believe what was taken.
You could hear it. It's very loud smash. And then the guy came in, he looked around, kind of pawed around the electronics in the front here, and then went into the freezer, grabbed some pie, and then left.
Staff arrived in the morning to find shattered glass and signs of the strange heist.
My employee came in 8 o'clock and noticed that the door was smashed open, so that was kind of scary for her. And I arrived shortly after. We called the police.
The suspect made off with a tablet, a point-of-sale printer, a basket of ice cream sandwiches, and a single slice of key lime pie.
Probably because it's ready to eat. So everything else is frozen and needs to be baked. So it probably might give him away if he's baking some frozen pies at wherever he's staying.
Bannon says she felt more confused than angry after watching the security footage.
Mostly I felt sorry for the person. It really felt like they just wanted to smash something, or they just wanted to cause a problem for somebody for no reason.
Police are describing the suspect as a white male with a light build, wearing a black sweater, black pants, red gloves, and sunglasses. Bannon says the estimated damage is under $5,000, but the community response is priceless.
Everybody has been absolutely amazing. People bringing us chocolate for stress eating and coffee and plants. At the end of the day, we're going to continue on as usual.
Not letting this key lime crime keep them out of where they love, spending most of their time.
Waterloo Regional Police say the investigation is ongoing and are asking anyone who may recognize the suspect or has any information to contact police or Crime Stoppers.
That's the entire family. When Cecile Dion was born with her 4 sisters in this home on May 28, 1934 in Corbeil, little did she know that her family would become as famous as rock stars and movie stars.
It's a part of Canadian history.
Their births were a miracle at the time, during the difficult Great Depression, as they were the only quintuplets to survive more than a few days.
It was the feel-good story of the Depression.
This pushed the sisters into the spotlight, and some considered their birth to be the 8th wonder of the world.
And that's where they were kept.
Nephew Brian Callahan reflects.
Well, it's a story that has to be shared with the rest of the world. People seem to forget.
In March 1935, the Ontario government declared the Dion Quints Special Wards of the Crown. It was said to be an effort to keep the babies at home and not exhibited in Chicago. But their lives would end up on display anyway, and millions descended onto North Bay and Quintland.
For the public to come and see them play in a playground area like a circus act, basically.
The sisters helped put North Bay on the map and changed the area forever. The city grew with new motels and restaurants and better highway access. In 1998, the province apologized to the 3 surviving Dion sisters and awarded compensation for being exploited as children. The birth home now turned into a museum where countless people visit and remember.
We just hope it never happens again.
Cecile is survived by the last remaining quintuplet, Annette, her other family members and friends, and the countless Canadians who remember the extraordinary story of the Dion quintuplets.
Cecile has struggled with her health near the end, so it was difficult to hear that.
With Cecile's passing, the museum is hoping people will take the chance to visit and remember the struggles the sisters went through of not having a normal family life while growing up.
It's a sad day, obviously.
Eric Tashner, CTV News.
Delicious. And look, it's red till the very flesh of the tomato. So that's ready. That's good.
Tomato season came early this year. In Rougemont, farmer Philippe Beauregard is harvesting his Italian tomatoes 2 weeks ahead of schedule.
And usually we have this around mid-August, and now we're early August, and everything is ready to be picked and eat.
The sweet corn is sweet, so it's perfect.
Patrice Léger-Bourgoin of the Quebec Vegetable Growers Association says this year's heat is helping crops.
It's a good season so far, so our growers are happy. Even though in a certain area it's a little bit tougher because we have some episode of heavy rains.
Heavy rains, like the storm we had on July 13th, can set back a whole harvest, says Beauregard.
The worst thing is when we have, such a big rainstorm, like we can see the damage only a few weeks after the rainstorm. Excess of water in a really short period of time.
We haven't had much rain since then, and that's a problem too.
It's going to be a problem beginning of next week if we don't receive a little bit of rain.
Farmers are taking advantage of early crops to get as much of their produce to customers.
The pressure is there to provide volume for the retailer, the public market, and the farmers market.
There's no reason not to eat Quebec in the next few weeks, for sure.
And those customers will be spoiled for choice. Christine Long, CTV News.
Feels likely know that the mega rock band Kiss owes its Canadian fame to a Londoner. Nick Panaceo Sr. brought the band to the Forest City in 1974, just before they launched into superstardom. His son Jay was there in his father's arms, the first of many Kiss shows he would see over the next half-decade. But Kiss was not the only band Nick Panaceo Sr. would come to know during a lifetime of music promotion.
Freddie Mercury, Blondie, Phil Collins, Etta James, and Kiss.
Wow, that's a legacy.
Yeah, and this isn't even a drop in the water of all the people he worked with.
And as pictures prove, that is not an exaggeration. Super promoter and fashion-forward Nick brought bands including the Rolling Stones and, on the other side of the music spectrum, Liberace, to Canada. At his core, Nick Panaceo was a hometown boy who found his way back home to the Forest City, bringing along his trademark glasses. It was here he passed away Thursday on his own terms after a long battle with Parkinson's disease.
I miss him already.
Jay, also a music promoter, takes pride in his father's famous connections, but he contends those connections are not his legacy. Instead, he marvels at his dad's achievements at home, where later in life he mentored and promoted local acts.
He knew what it took to make it.
You know what I mean? He knew what the band had to do to get there, and he was able to guide them.
Sure. I mean, the fact that he was traveling and zooming around with the Who or you know, Queen or whatever, that's fantastic. Like, I mean, that's the height of heights, right? But the impact, the fingerprints that he left on the local music community over 4 decades, that's really why he's enshrined as a Forest City London Music Award Lifetime Achievement recipient.
An achievement his son will wear with pride after learning to emerge from his father's shadow.
It was hard for me because, you know, I was always shadowed by his greatness. Not that, and now I think he's shining above me and down on me.
In London, Sean Irvin, CTV News.
A unique opportunity is playing out on the ice in Bedford.
It's really competitive with a lot of great people. My brother's here.
Marcus Gerard is one of 30 players taking part in the first Wave Hockey Opportunity, an initiative to bring players together from diverse backgrounds. Together, they're put through dry land drills and on-ice coaching.
And focusing on the kids in our community from different cultures and diversities to not only learn the game of hockey, but also to be able to start new friendships and learn from each other.
Teaches so many life skills and can help them, again, learn how to be active, teach leadership skills, teach different, like work ethic and being on time and all.
The players are aged 11 to 15 and includes both males and females who are putting their skills on display for high-profile coaches like professional women's player Jill Saunier.
I mean, I think diversity in sport is huge. You know, hockey is a place that it should be for everybody, and everyone should feel like that. When you come to a rink, you should feel at home. It should be a safe place to just be yourself, be authentic.
Rubbing shoulders with players like Saunier isn't lost on the participants.
It's a great opportunity. I mean, there's PWHL players here, like people that we look up to.
With the success of this camp, the hope is to expand throughout the province and the country in the years to come to make sure everyone gets the chance to play the game they love. Jonathan McGinnis, CTV News, Bedford.
Volunteers sort through food donations, items that leave this warehouse almost as fast as it comes in.
We are at a very challenging place for Edmonton's food bank and the community we're serving. We've seen tremendous growth in the number of people looking for food from us over the last couple of years, so it's been a challenge trying to get the volume of food in.
Supply they're hoping to replenish through one of their biggest food drives of the summer.
We're hoping people will come down to the Heritage Festival and bring a kind donation of non-perishable food or a monetary donation.
Naeem Al-Khatib knows firsthand how life-changing the food bank services can be. His family escaped the conflict in Gaza for the safety of Canada in June 2024. He says starting a new life here wasn't easy.
Needed food for my family, 7 members, 7 adults by that time. And I wasn't working. I was unemployed.
The food bank not only provided food for Al-Khatib's family, but gave him a chance to become a volunteer.
A good experience because, as you know, for newcomers, it's very hard to get into the job market because we don't have the local experience.
Helping others is something he now gets to do every day. He became an employee at the food bank, working in client services.
I'm very thankful for providing me a new, safe and dignified life here in Canada.
Nearly 44,000 people are provided food through the hamper program each month, a 42% increase since 2022.
We feel like we're always asking for help, but the reality is we're always being asked for help.
There will be volunteers collecting non-perishable food items and donations at 3 sites at the Heritage Festival this weekend. Amanda Anderson, CTV News, Edmonton.
While traveling in Tahiti with her husband, Victoria Oppenlander came across a couple of sailors.
We ran into people sailing around the world, so we chatted with them, gave them a ride to their next spot, and it kind of piqued our interest.
Upon returning home to Saskatchewan, the two felt the wind in their own sails to learn the ropes.
It worked out that we were able to sign up for classes this summer, so that's what we're doing.
Beginners like Oppenlander found their chance to learn through the Regina Sailing Club. While making his way to lakes across the province, the instructor of the Saskatchewan Sailing Clubs Association's mobile sailing school says he loves to help people find their sea legs. technically lake legs in this case.
I really like teaching them how to sail, like right from the bare bones beginning, because they get in the boat and they don't even know how to, like, the boat steers at all, and then suddenly by the end of it they're racing, right? It's super cool to see that progression from like zero to hero almost.
It's a little scary, it's fun, it's interesting. I like it.
Out on her first time with her father and brother, 12-year-old Haley Mickelborough says the activity was her dad's idea, but she hopped on board full sail.
I would recommend this because it's a big learning experience, and yeah, it was just really fun overall.
The Regina Sailing Club says even if you don't have your own boat or experience, that doesn't mean your hopes of hoisting the sails are sunk.
These courses are very important to the growth of our sport. It's not a very known sport in Saskatchewan, so anytime we have the opportunity to get new people involved and exposed, we'll take it.
Summers in Saskatchewan are so short, so this is a perfect opportunity to just get out and enjoy it.
A chance to harness Saskatchewan's strong winds without ending up on the rocks. Sierra D'Souza Butts, CTV News, Regina.
I'm looking forward to just like going on rides and just making memories.
I'm just kind of looking around to see what rides there are, and it looks fun.
The fun of the Saskatoon X is taking over Prairieland Park for the next week.
There's more rides, and in a lot of cases, bigger rides. The roller coaster is back. Some of the larger, taller rides that have never made it here before are showing up. So a lot more excitement, a lot more thrills than in the past.
It's expanded from 6 to 8 days, and not just fireworks are hitting the skies.
What we've added to it is a drone show that has a wonderful display in the sky. It lasts about 10-12 minutes, unlike anything I'd ever seen. Saskatoon's never had anything like this before, so it's a first.
Then there's all the entertainment.
We've got Smash Mouth, Corblund, we've got TLC on the main stage, and then we ended off with Saskatoon Rock Saskatoon with the Sheepdogs and Widemouth Mason doing a double bill for us.
So with so many things to see and do here at the X, there's still one booth that is extra popular. It's the Spud Nuts, and that secret recipe kept tightly under wraps here.
A group of people from the Scouts that actually patented the special spices.
The Scouts then handed the rights to Prairieland in 1990. 10,000 of these are made daily, rolled by hand, and staff got an advanced tasting.
Everybody's like, yay, the Spud Nuts are here! So that's our little perk of being an employee at Prairieland, is that when we got to make a batch just to do for training, then everybody gets to have a taste of it.
The weather looks good, and they're expecting about 250,000 people through the gates. They have increased security with metal detectors for the second year in a row.
We've got new software for them, so it can get very specific as to what it can detect on a human being.
All ensuring guests like these can make their X memories positive ones.
It's just like exciting to be here, you know? I'm probably going to be staying here for like 4 or 5 hours, something like that.
Carla Shinkaruk, CTV News, Saskatoon.
Joanie Paquin was walking towards the water that day. She was preparing to paddle with just one passenger, her visiting sister.
I've been living here for 12 years, and it's my first time I actually saw a sea otter.
Which means that spotting these two sisters on their paddleboard was also a first for this sea otter.
So I think both the otter and us were both curious about each other.
Curious, but then charismatic, seemingly putting on a performance for the sisters.
It was very adorable, and we felt really privileged.
Until the otter's actions made Joanie feel very cautious.
Slowly started to make its way toward us.
But before the Jaws theme could even begin to play in their heads, the otter was attempting to climb on board.
So I kind of pushed it away a little bit with my paddle, but it was very persistent.
Perhaps it was being chased by a predator, Joanie thought. But there were no orca to be seen.
It showed no sign of stress, seemed pretty happy, just doing its things.
And its thing, Joanie says, was catching a ride and being cute.
It was just there at the end of the board, living its life.
Before posing for a photo with their surprise sisters.
Of course, we were really excited about it, but, you know, a little uncomfortable too.
So Joanie started paddling back to shore, aware her passenger was a wild animal. And although she had never encouraged the contact, let alone try to feed it, the otter stayed the whole way, more than 5 minutes.
And it was just enjoying the ride.
After it eventually disembarked on its own, Joanie posted her otter encounter online, inspiring tens of thousands to respond and many to share photos of their own experiences ferrying animals, ranging from squirrels to copperhead snakes to pregnant monkeys. And like Joanie and her sister, all grateful for their unexpected passengers.
It was very, very special. I mean, it's something we will never forget, and it was magical.
Adam Sawatsky, CTV News, Langford.